Hey guys, to no surprise, the United States of America is in a current state of change. Our citizens have flooded the streets to fight the consistent oppression and mistreatment of the black community. And we at Camp Strange Podcast want to take this week off from our typical content. These are not times for jokes. These are times to stand up and support our fellow human beings within the black community. So we'd like to take this time to use our platform, regardless on our reach and following, because if we can get one person to take part to help, that is a success. So today we'd like to share some resources of how you can help by supporting and donating to a few fantastic groups. Obviously, this is for people who have the ability to part ways with some money at the moment. And we know, especially right now, where a lot of us are unemployed in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is still continuing to go on. But we also want to let you guys know that donation isn't the only thing you can do to help. There are many other ways that you can help. Get up and go march. Join in on a peaceful protest to show your support. You can also do your part in supporting black businesses. But the most important thing that you can do is to use your free time to educate yourself on what's going on and what has happened in the past. So here is a list of great organizations who truly benefit from your donations at any size or amount. Reclaim the Block supports Black Minnesota COVID-19 Response. Black Minnesota COVID-19 Response is a coalition of black organizers and organizations from across the state of Minnesota. Their policy recommendations center on liberation, health, and safety of black Minnesotans in this time. They ask Minnesota to freeze all living costs to ensure housing for all, expand healthcare access to all Minnesotans, including mental health care and sick and safe time, humanize and decarcerate Minnesota's incarcerated. You can show your support by visiting www.blackcovidresponse.com and sign their petition now. The next organization you can help support is the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. Founded by Thurgood Marshall in 1957, the Legal Defense and Education Fund is a nationwide organization that fights for racial justice and investigates police-involved murders. Their donation page says, "Donate today to help us win landmark legal battles, protect voters across the nation, and advance the cause of racial justice, equality, and inclusive society." You can find a donation page and many petitions they are fighting for at www.naacp.org/take-action. The next organization you can support is the Black Lives Matter movement, founded in 2013 after the murder of Trayvon Martin. Black Lives Matter is an organization that builds power to provide justice, freedom, and healing to black people all across the world. You can donate and support at www.blacklivesmatter.com/contact. The next organization is the ACLU and the ACLU of Minnesota. The ACLU stands for American Civil Liberties Union, a nonprofit organization that was created in 1920. According to its website, the ACLU works in the courts, legislators, and communities to defend and preserve the individual rights and liberties guaranteed to all people of this country by the Constitution and laws of the United States. You can donate at www.aclu-mn.org/en/donate. The next organization you can support is the Okra Project, a collective that seeks to address the global crisis faced by black trans people by bringing home-cooked, healthy, and culturally specific meals and resources to black trans people wherever they can reach them. You can support them at www.theokraproject.com.
Hey guys, I also wanted to give a shout out to one of the organizations that I really like, which is Campaign Zero, which is an organization aimed at promoting police reform and reducing police violence within the black community. By integrating recommendations from communities and research organizations, Campaign Zero looks to enact policy solutions that change the way the police serve our communities, in the end, protecting and preserving life. Campaign Zero looks to decriminalize, minor offenses like jaywalking, marijuana possession, loitering, and, that are used to police the black community. And also to end racial profiling, as well as like stop and frisk procedures based on race, gender, sexual orientation, and age. And, Campaign Zero also, which is I really like this part of this organization, is that they have a mental health crisis team that would respond to crisis situations, and they do respond to crisis situations, which de-escalate these situations, reducing police violence by nearly 40% overall, which is also a very good thing. And they look to do many other things like, reform fair police contracts, ending policing by profit, community representation, and so much more, And in the end, I really like this organization, Campaign Zero, because it has such a thorough game plan on their website, and it really shows all the details of where every single dollar goes and where every single donation goes, and they're just really thorough, and it seems like they have a plan together, and I really like that about the organization. They really give you all the information. So if you guys want more information about this, you go to joincampaign0.org and check it out, because I believe that they have a really good organization going on, and it's for a good cause. And in the end, I would just like to say that I personally support these organizations because I believe that education is the most useful resource we have as humans. And being well-versed in social issues, human rights, and the judicial system, it's paramount to protecting oneself from those who aim to harm you. And lastly, I also believe that we should aim to listen to the unheard and to learn from those experiences, because it's impossible to walk in someone else's shoes, but it is possible to listen and understand that we can all do better. So thank you guys for listening, and we will be back next week to give our regularly scheduled program. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for listening. See you next week.